Introduction.
Hello, my name is Abraham Isaac Ortiz Lopez, and the pollution that I'm going to talk about is of the gasoline engine cars. The gasoline engines are of four strokes, which make the auto cycle that is conformed by intakes, compression, combustion, and exhaust of fuel and air mixtures. This combustion generates a carbon dioxide that is a toxic gas. This engine was created in 1860. That means that this type of pollution has 161 years old.
What are the pollutions in general?
Hi, I am Santiago Barajas Mendez and I'm going to talk about the pollution by the cars. Cars are unfortunately a great threat to the environment. Despite innovation in this sector to produce sustainable solutions, the reality is that the most cars contribute to environmental pollution. How much do cars pollute? First of all, we will talk about carbon dioxide. It is not a polluting gas, but it does contribute to the greenhouse effect and global warming. On the other hand, carbon monoxide is another of the gases that are expelled through the exhaust pipe of a car. It is a thermal dangerous substance for living beings and it is considered poisonous, and in a specific circumstance can be fatal to humans. Nitrogen oxide is another of the polluting substance emitted by the car, causing the well-known photochemical smog. Finally, the particle matter remains to be mentioned. These substances that are suspended and composed are soot and are harmful to health.
Do electric cars pollute?
Hi, my name is Ángel Madreño and I'm going to talk about non-renewable energy sources and harmful materials of a battery. Non-renewable energy sources. To begin with, what is a non-renewable energy source? A non-renewable energy source are those that are found in nature in limited quantities. They do not regenerate or they do so extremely slowly. There are many elements that are not renewable and yet are still used to generate electricity. Among the most important are oil, natural gas, and mineral coal. These elements are used in electricity power plants to generate electricity, regardless of whether they end. That is why we must change the way of creating energy. An example of this is the tidal wave. It generates electricity thanks to the force of the waves. Harmful elements of a battery for the environment. The manufacturing material of the batteries also has a strong impact on pollution. The main ones are plumb and sulfuric acid, because they are the ones that can generate the most contamination in water or soil. Therefore, the best way to recycle a used or a damaged battery is to take it to a trusted automotive service center or an authorized battery outlets, so that way qualified personnel can give it responsible recycling.
Types of pollution.
Hi, I am Carlos Alejandro Mercado Villalbazo and I am going to talk about different types of pollution. First, thermal pollution is the degradation of water quality by any process that changes ambient water temperature. Second, noise pollution is the propagation of noise with ranging impacts on activity of human or animal life, most of them harmful to a degree. Third, visual pollution is an aesthetic issue that refers to the impacts of pollution that impair one's ability to enjoy from a pleasant view.
The tires.
My name is Alfredo Gallegos Lopez and I'm going to talk about tires. The tire is a part made of a rubber-based compound that is placed on the wheel of a vehicle to give it grip, stability and comfort. It is the only point to contact of the vehicle with the ground. As you know, the color of the tires is black due to the carbon that is obtained from the incomplete combustion of petroleum products, in addition to acting as a pigment. It also acts as reinforcement of the tire. but the bad management with the use of old tires NFU for this acronym in Spanish in the world brings us various problems, among which we have fire hazard, especially when stored, because rubber is a great fuel. They can burn for months or years, which makes them very dangerous. In addition to being made of toxic chemicals, such as zinc oxide, they can have serious consequences for the environment if they are burned instead of being recycled responsibly. Disease and pests. Because all tires accumulate water, these are ideal place for mosquitoes and pests to lay their eggs, such as the chikungunya, dengue, and yellow fever mosquitoes, spiders, scorpions, and rodents.
Industrial pollution.
Hi, my name is Alan Antonio Lomeli Rubio, and I'm going to present the automotive industry's pollution. One of the most polluting industries is car manufacturing because it needs a lot of processes that use fuel, non renewable materials, polluting materials, natural areas, and so on. Due to population growth, there is more demand for cars, so manufacturers need to make more. The extraction of minerals to make vehicles is not friendly to the environment as these minerals will be depleted one day. The processes to make vehicles pollute in large quantities since they use fuels, electricity, high polluting fluids, etc. The transportation of these vehicles to different parts of the world, once they are finished, pollute since they are transported by means of boats, planes, and vehicles. The factories are built in natural spaces, so nature is directly affected. Once you know the contamination for the elaboration of a car, it's important that you begin to take care of the environment by using the car less and less and start using environmentally friendly transport as well as taking care of natural resources. Thanks.
Conclusion.
Hello, my name is Carlos Renteria Villegas. In conclusion, we could accept that the gasoline motors have a big impact in the contamination of the planet, and a good solution is change to the electric cars that don't use fossil fuel. But the principal problem is that the world don't have the possibility of use sustainability energy for all the people, and roughly one quarter of humanity's emissions come from power plants that generate the electricity, so it isn't the better choice. I think that until we have this solution problem, we could use cars with turbocharger that can produce the potency of a bigger motor and reduce the consumption of gasoline. And the better solution is to minimize the miles. How? You can consolidate driving trips, carpool, or take public transportation, such as buses and trains. When possible, consider walking or biking instead of driving.